And we're
Alright.
live.
Yep, we should be live right now.
So I read somewhere where vanilla flavoring comes from. Now, vanilla flavoring is called castoreum, I think that's the chemical used. Guess where that shit comes from?
A
The
leaf.
anal excretions of beavers. So there's a chance when you eat vanilla flavored snacks and shit, you are eating anal goo from a beaver.
Thank you for sharing that.
I read that and I was just like, well, damn. But, I guess everything comes from a weird place, I suppose. But apparently the FDA regards castoreum as natural flavoring. So, I suppose it is natural. It is from a beaver, so I guess that's as natural as you can get it. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that nice little tidbit. Probably, never gonna eat anything with vanilla flavoring, but ever again. But it is what it is. But on that strange note, we are gonna start episode 5 of the Hafu Show. Today we touch upon some topics near and dear to our hearts. Games that we may or may not be looking forward to. Arcades in Japan, because we've spent a large majority of our lives in an arcade. And then when you talk about arcades, you talk about anime stuff. So otaku culture in general. So,
2 of the 3 things I have 0 experience with.
well, luckily for you, I have the experience.
Alright.
So, the games that I'm looking forward to right now are it's the US release of Lost Ark, which is a MMO. It's like Diablo, apparently, or it's supposed to be like Diablo. Diablo 2, the remaster of it. And then they're doing a bunch of PS5 upgrades for certain games. So recently, Ghost of Tsushima dropped, I think mid-August. And they've added like a whole new DLC to it. They've just made everything new for the PS5. And then Death Stranding, that comes up in like 20 days, like 3 weeks roughly, is when that comes out. And I really enjoyed playing through Death Stranding on the PlayStation 4, so apparently they're adding a bunch of new stuff to it, so I'm excited to see how that goes. And then right now, like, the main game that I want to get is Wrath of the Righteous, the new Pathfinder game.
Yeah.
Because I get to be a lich, and I think that'd be pretty cool. But then, obviously, I'm going to be looking forward to, I believe it's February 22nd of 2022, because Volition is destroying a franchise that I hold near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let me grab something to drink and I can go off about that.
That works.
Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. You entertain these people.
Alright. So apparently, natural flavoring just means anything, I guess. Yes, if it comes from nature, it is technically a natural flavoring. I don't really know the efficacy of harvesting anal excretions of a beaver, but the big companies do it, so I was talking about vanilla flavoring and why companies want to, get it from a beaver when you could just use an actual vanilla bean or pod, however they grow.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why you're still on the subject.
I had nothing to talk about, and I needed something to talk about for like 30 seconds. Well, you went and got a drink.
I figured we would have been talking about games again.
No, really, I'm waiting for you to go
And
off.
if anything, I got 2 drinks. Honestly, it's just Bud Light and Bud Light. But anyways.
Bud Light released a sparkling drink.
Why the hell would I ever want a sparkling Bud Light?
I don't know.
I'm still trying to figure out why the hell I even like Bud Light.
That is a good question. I don't know.
Alright, let's see. Fuck, where do I start with fucking Saints Row 4?
I guess the beginning.
Alright, so, first of fucking off, what in the fuck was that trailer? I'm talking about the really... I'm talking about the first one. The one where it's like, oh, derp, we're just trying to start up I'm trying to start up a startup company, so we need to steal these goddamn rocket launchers you got in your fucking car. What fucking startup company requires you to have a fucking rocket launcher in the first place? Number one. No, well, you see, it's a fucking criminal empire. Of course they're gonna be stealing fucking rocket launchers. Maybe I don't know a whole hell of a lot of criminals. I know a lot of people that are in prison. I call them family members. But I can guarantee you, none of them motherfuckers act like those people in the goddamn trailer. Oh, they're just trying to bring people... One of the fucking comments from one of the developers of the game was, well, you see, we're trying to create characters that you would want to bring to your living room. Well, first fucking off, since when have you ever looked at any criminal and thought, yeah, I want to invite him to meet my parents? What fucking... I don't even want my parents to meet my cousins. But they have to. Fucking... Holy shit. They just anally raped what the fuck Saints Row was all about. Alright. So, if we really get down to it, with the exception of Saints Row, or Saints Row 4, what those games are really all about is how money corrupts people. First one, I actually never actually played, but the way it was explained to me, it's about how money corrupted this gang that was supposed to be about, watching each other's backs, just, trying to protect each other and look out for each other. And it ended with the boss of the gang basically trying to kill his entire gang, the gang he started, because he's worried that money is gonna corrupt these young fucking punks like this. Second game, this is where I started playing from. It's all about basically how the people of fucking Steelport, or was it Steelport or Stillwater? I get the names confused. Confused all the time. I believe. What? No, it's Stillwater. Yeah, wait, let me check.
No, it's Steelport.
Was that Steelport?
Yeah.
I thought that was Saints Row. No, that's Saints Row 3. Stillwater. Yeah, that's the name of Saints Row.
Okay.
Alright, so basically, the second game is about how, basically, all these gangs, with the exception of fucking, the Saints, are willing to sell out the fucking soul of the god of Steelport, or Stillwater, basically, to all tour, and basically it's about gentrification.
Okay.
Game 3 is about how money corrupts these said gangsters, and they become fucking corporate goddamn overlords, and they just sell out the soul of being in a gang altogether. That's why, from the get-go, fucking, what's his name? Johnny Gat, or with the Johnny Cat, Sean D. Pierce, and Play It, they were all talking. They're like, well, look at all the money we made and shit, and we're on fucking energy drinks and stuff. Jai looks to the side and says, God damn it. Sorry, one of my coworkers texted me and it just threw me off.
Yeah.
Alright. Johnny Gat looks off to the side and says, is that what this is really all about? Now, if you want to get technical, that's what fucking happens when you're a gang. You start a gang up so you can make some money because you're flat broke. But this isn't real fucking life. This is Saints goddamn Row, where in every other game like GTA, it's not really canon when you go from point A to point B running over everybody and the fucking mother on the way to the point B. In Saints Row, that's canon. Your guy can if you're following all the rules of the road while you're playing it, your character is still considered a psychopath because as far as the game developers are concerned, you ran over everybody from point A to point B. And then 4, they kind of lost the plot, obviously, with the whole Zinyak and fucking... Yeah, making fun of Scientology. And Get Out of Hell, I'm just gonna pretend that never happened.
I like Get Out of Hell because I got to play as Johnny Gat.
I didn't like Get Out of Hell because every single mission was just one of the mini games from Saints Row 4.
Yeah, it is true.
Now, I know what some people that are listening to this thinking. Well, Saints Row hasn't been good since 3. I actually kind of liked 3. I thought the fucking idea of it was pretty good. You know, what's it called? Saints are at the top of the world. They can do no wrong. Then they have to start back from the bottom and build their way back up. Mm-hmm. Well, the problem is, they gave you a goddamn penthouse in like the first 2 minutes of the fucking game. And obviously it kind of went the, what's the name of that stupid game? Borderlands 2 route where it's like, herpa, poo poo pee pee, and ha ha ha. And then they repeat the same goddamn joke 5 minutes later. But goddamn it, I enjoyed 3. I thought it showed the camaraderie between all the characters a little bit better as opposed to 2.
I think that was the point of 3, was to show the relationship between, what's it called, the Saints, like the main members.
Yeah.
Kind of brings them back to their roots, albeit briefly, but it still brings them back to their roots.
Yeah.
Like, you know, starting from nothing again and making their way up. Obviously, you get a what's it called, penthouse really early, but you know, still it does touch upon that whole like we're in this together basically.
Yeah.
And then, you know, of course you got Johnny Gat, who just makes everything better.
Yeah, but he died in the first 2 minutes.
It's true.
Like,
but he became a zombie.
You do mission. Was he even a zombie?
Yeah, he became a zombie.
I don't remember him being a zombie. I just remember.
Yeah, when the plane crashes in the middle of Steelport, they have to quarantine the entire island. I think Zombie Gat was a thing.
Okay, because I didn't do the what's it called? Yeah, it says Johnny Gat is unlocked as Zombie Gat or Zombie Gat.
Yeah.
But I didn't play the zombie part. That's where I drew the line. Actually, I take that back. Excuse me. I also didn't like how Shandy went from a junkie, basically a slutty junkie from, you know, in Saints Row 2 to just being, what's up?
Don't use the word.
Use what word?
The word that we're talking about it in private.
What?
C word.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You called her, I'm not going to quote it, but I'll find the message. But anyways. The C word.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on. I can't find the search button for the messages. There it is. What other C word is there?
I'm still trying to figure out what fucking conversation you're talking about.
I'm talking about the one that I'm about to fucking send you.
Alright, go for it.
This one.
Dear Lord. Why? What's wrong with the word cunt?
I don't know.
You threw me completely off guard. Now I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with the word cunt.
I just figured it's a word that, could ruin us. I don't know. People get canceled for other reasons.
Let me get this straight. Bitch is okay. Cunt, no, that's a bridge we can't cross. We said retard in every single episode, including this one. Shit, now I'm just confused now. Alright, so yeah. My only real problem is Shandi went from being basically a whore who loves drugs way too much and to being a cunt all of a sudden with no reason to. It's just like, like weed, man, and I need dick. I gotta kill some motherfucking body. Alright, that was fucking weird. The one argument I ever heard. Well, you see, the change was because Johnny Gat died. Oh, really? So that's the reason why she was acting like a cunt before he even got close to death? Alright, makes sense. But they tried to right that wrong with 4 when they were like, alright, you know what? Do the shenanigans, now we got fun Shandi.
Yeah, both.
Man.
But
never in my life. Good.
One thing I can see in the new one, as bad as it looks, is they may touch upon that camaraderie shit a little. Like, maybe that's what they mean by going back to the roots is camaraderie or whatever.
Oh, that's my another favorite part about this whole thing. Alright, we're gonna go back to the roots. Very next article I see on it. Yeah, it's totally placed like Saints Row 3. What the hell happened to Roots? Alright, Coda, we're gonna go back to our roots. We're just gonna talk about the stuff we talked in episode 3. Alright, don't worry, boys. We're gonna go back to our roots. We're gonna go back to when we're like 15 years old and on dusty controllers talking about, I don't know, shit and dick nipples every 5 seconds. What? Oh, when we were 12? No, those Let's Plays never happened. Those aren't our roots. Which is amazing, because I can probably quote more videos from when I was 12 than when I was, that we did in our later years when we're actually cussing and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I went back and rewatched one of our videos. It was the Elf Girl Sim Date or something like that. Actually, I think that's exactly what it was called. Elf Girl Sim Date. You can clear... I'm over there, yo. But I'm gonna make this game my bitch. Just like for no reason, just got quiet there. Because I didn't want my parents in one room over to hear it. Oh, I miss those days. I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
Roots for the new Saints Row.
Yeah, that game looks awful. What really should have... Well, first of all, I didn't understand the Urkel being in a fucking gang. Number 2, I don't understand the shirtless dude running around with the damn Neko Mimi helmet for some fucking reason.
Who knows, man?
Because nothing says gangster code like a Neko Mimi helmet. You know, I'm thinking about starting... I'm starting a gang. I'm going to call it the Death Squad. Yeah, we're all just going to run around in Pikachu onesies. Actually, that might be a little bit more intimidating. Because if you're walking down the street, mind your own business. Oh, look at me, I'm Koda. Just walking up and down the street. And then you look to the right and there's a bunch of people in Pikachu onesies. Wouldn't you shit your pants and run?
No.
Why not?
It's not scary. Just be like, oh, okay.
What if they're all looking at you intimidatingly?
I don't know how you could look intimidating in a Pikachu onesie.
I feel like I'm gonna have some stuff shoved into my orifice that I really don't want shoved up in there.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? They kill you? I like to see them try.
Let's see. And then, I'm trying to think what else about that trailer.
What's there to think about other than they watched someone play 5 minutes of GTA 5 and said, oh, well, we can do that. Which I guess coincidentally enough is how Saints Row came to being. They looked at San Andreas and said, oh, fuck, we could do that. And Saints Row 1 was made.
That is true.
And it made no money. Yeah, everyone just...
time I think San Andreas came out, too.
Yeah, it was a few years afterwards. It was after San Andreas and the Xbox 360 first came out. They made Saints Row 2, and people were like, oh, well, maybe this is an actual good GTA San Andreas clone. And then they made Saints Row 3, and everybody was just kind of confused at what the hell happened.
I enjoyed all the Saints Row that I played. Which is all of them except one.
The only one I didn't enjoy was
No, I said I enjoyed all of them. I didn't like not enjoy any.
No, I know. That was just my opinions out there. I didn't enjoy Get Out of Hell, like we mentioned.
Yeah.
And I had to have Saints Row 4 grow on me. I did not like that starting up.
I can see that. I mean, it would have been cool just to be president and just shenanigans about that, but
I would love that, being one guy just taking on Taliban.
That would be fucking cool, but I mean, you already did that in Postal too.
I actually never finished Postal 2. I did about 3 days, got bored.
Yeah,
there's only so much pissing on graves I can do.
You fight like Taliban people in that. They become like the central enemy. Then I think like a fanatic religion also is another one of them.
You say that like Taliban isn't a fanatic religion.
Of course they are. But it was just... I forgot what I was going to say. Postal 2 is just, is basically just a giant sandbox simulator of just doing stupid shit. Like outrageous ideas all in one game. But the one thing I never knew about Postal was that it was based off of a movie.
What?
Yeah, unless the movie was based off the games.
No, the movie's based off the games.
Ah, okay. I thought the movie came first.
Nah. Made by good old Uwe.
Oh,
the guy that said, if you dislike my movie, I will fight you in the ring.
Yeah.
I wish all the movie directors had balls like him. Imagine Tommy was so fist fighting goddamn Roger Ebert.
That would be something I'd pay to see.
I'll pay $1,000 to watch it. I will give my entire fucking savings.
Just gotta get it while you can, man.
Yep.
It's like a one-night thing. Speaking of fucking fighting, apparently Jake Paul beat the boxer dude.
Didn't know Jake Paul was doing another fight.
I forgot who he fought. He won against an MMA fighter, so it wasn't real boxing. He hasn't fought a boxer yet. He's fought. I think all of his opponents were. What's it called?
He beat Tyrone Woodley?
Yep. By what's it called?
Oh.
By something decision. I forgot how they worded
Split
it.
decision.
Yeah.
What? I loved all these fights. Who am I gonna box against? Oh, how about an MMA fighter who is a NCAA Division I collegiate wrestler? You know what? Here, fuck it, we're gonna go nuts. Kodai, you motherfucker! I'm challenging you to a boxing match. We're gonna make this a pro fight.
I accept.
You fight like a goddamn punk ass bitch who doesn't even drink beer. Have you ever taken a boxing class?
No.
Guess what? You're fucked, buddy. I'm gonna fuck your day up.
Just come out of nowhere. It's like I'm a ringer. I've secretly been taking boxing classes for like the past 10 years. Just get in the ring, just boom, just knock your ass out.
Well, at that point, I'm gonna immediately start screaming, "Alright, I changed the rules. This is an MMA, this is a jiu-jitsu match now."
That would be fantastic. I'd pay to watch that.
Well, it's just gonna suddenly turn into a fucking wrestling match. Where, alright! Okay, guys, fuck it. We're gonna... God damn it, now I'm just imagining... We're the kind of fuckers that would do this. Just out of the blue, hey, fucking, we're gonna start fighting each other. We're gonna do a boxing match. Not just kidding. Now it's a wrestling match. 5 rounds in.
I've sat here for like 5 minutes and I kept hearing like a sound and I didn't know what it was. Apparently, the podcast audio on the computer is going through the computer speakers, so that's what I've been hearing this entire time. And I'm sitting here like, just looking around like the living room, like, what the fuck is playing right now?
Well, it's good to know that our sound works, or our podcast's working. And I really wish I didn't drink as much beer as I've had so far. I really need to take a leak. But before we do that, let's at least try to continue on for a little bit more. Because, you know, I got up about 5 minutes in to grab a drink.
So, I suppose with games out of the way, in that entire discussion, we can go to like arcades in Japan.
Alright.
We spent the majority of our lives.
I would not say that.
Well, we spent a good amount of high school anyway.
I wouldn't even say that. When I was in high school, I only really went to 2 arcades. Went to oh, that's what we were originally gonna talk about. We were gonna talk about the first time we went to the big city.
Oh yeah, that was a topic.
Alright, fuck it. Episode 6.
Yeah. So, where to start with arcades? It's not like Dave and Buster's. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, I wish I won fucking prizes at a Japanese arcade. No.
All the games in a Japanese arcade are usually rigged in some way, like all arcades are. But like the funny thing is, if you don't get the prize in a certain amount, you can always ask the people just to make it easier, and they'll try to help you, kind of.
Yeah.
Just so that you don't. Just basically like, all right, you're wasting like $100. Let me fucking help you. So they like move the prize like a little bit. Because they know how to set everything up, so they move it a little bit where they're like, maybe he'll figure out how to drop the prize between these 2 curtain rods or whatever. And
or that one stupid one. Sorry about that. Or that one stupid one where it's like a ball in between 2 rods that you gotta keep sliding to the right.
Yes,
I hate that one.
That's the one I was talking about.
Then there's the one where you gotta get like ping pong balls and hope to God one lands in a hole.
Yeah, so for that one they use a, what's it called? So here we have like takoyaki, which is fried octopus balls. And they use that grill, so it's a grill with actual like half circles carved into it, and you basically make your batter and octopus in it. And you have to drop ping pong balls on like specific spots. And like the claw can pick up maybe like 3 at a time if you're lucky and drop it, But most of the time, it'll just fly out of the dish and go out, and well, you just wasted $1. Then I think the most fun one that I've done so far was the dice one.
Oh, that one.
I enjoyed the dice one. It's literally just an inflated ball in between two ramps that you drop, and it rolls dice. So if you get certain numbers, you get prizes. I remember me, Sydney, and Muhammad went, and we kept winning stuff because the numbers were there's so many different numbers. And
yeah, it's like from 2 to 16, and there was like five numbers that would have gotten you a prize.
Yeah, and like we kept winning stuff for like, so this was back in June when I had gone down to visit, and we went to the arcade damn near every night, and it was like the last night, so like this entire 4 or 5 day period that I was in our hometown, we were winning, and then when we went back the last night, the prize numbers were just 2 numbers. So like for prize A, originally it was like you need to get 3, 7, 12, and 15, and then for prize B and C, it's like 4, 6, 10, so on and so forth. And when we went back, they had it for like prize A, you need to get either 16 or 13, and for prize B, you needed to either get a 7 or a 4. So I guess we were being watched meticulously. Because Archie was probably like, these guys are going to come back every day. We need to make it harder.
I'm not gonna lie. When you were here, we went to the arcade so goddamn much. I hated the arcade.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't able to go to an arcade for almost 2 years at that point because of COVID. Since I'm attached to a certain company, I have to abide by their rules or I can lose my job.
Yeah, you're willing to go to an area you weren't supposed to go in and possibly lose your job.
But now that that arcade is out, just like, well, it's still there, but I've gotten my fix of prizes for a good minute.
Good. Because if you come back, we're never going to that arcade. I legitimately wanted to shoot you. And Muhammad.
But it was alright. The big difference is like in the States you get more, I guess, digital games in the States is what it seems like, and in Japan it's a lot of crane games.
I wouldn't say that. Because I would say majority of the arcades in Japan are mainly normal games. And America, I've only ever seen like games where you win prizes and stuff.
When I went to Dave and Buster's, they had a lot of. It seemed like they had a lot more. Well, in Hawaii, they had a lot more digital games. In Dave and Buster's, there, like it was, like more shoot 'em up games and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, Japan has those, but I didn't see as many crane games as you would see. Then I went to like a couple other arcades on the island, and a lot of them didn't even have crane games. So that's like the biggest difference I've noticed between the two.
When I say games with like what's called prizes and stuff, I mean, you know, like skee ball type stuff. Not necessarily like, you know, fucking crane games. Crane games, yeah, that's more of a Japanese thing from what I've seen.
Yeah. It's more a game of chance here. I guess is the more popular, and then dance games.
What, in Japan or?
Yeah, in Japan.
I would say music games in general.
Yeah.
Just because, can't forget about Beat Mania and Guitar Freaks.
True.
God, I want to shoot myself every time I go to a arcade for that. There's only so many times I can hear all the Tuhu songs I like before even I get tired of them.
Yeah. It's alright, it's... I suppose there really isn't big differences. We got... I guess it's the size of them.
Yeah, like I know it's supposed to be considered a dying industry in the States.
And here
unless it's like,
still kind of booming.
Yeah. Like, unless you're, like, what's that word? What's the name of that fucking place? I forget the name now. The Five Nights at Freddy's place.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, that place.
Never
I won't lie.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, well, guess what? One day, Kodai, we will kidnap a kid so we can go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not too sure if, adults are allowed to go in there or not.
Pretty sure adults can.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think you have to, like, actually have a kid in there. Could have sworn that was one of the rules.
Someone I can take my nephew.
Nah, fuck that. I'd rather kidnap a child.
And I guess you'll be kidnapping that child alone.
Why not? Come on, join me. We're doing this trip for you, so you gotta fucking kidnap the kid with me.
I don't have a desire to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Why not?
You want to take me, so I think it's more we're doing this trip for you.
Nah, I'm fucking trying to get you to go with me. Mainly because you've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese. And by God, you need to experience it at least once before you die.
Why?
Because you're not...
What's so special about Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, you get to eat pizza and play games. What do you like to do in your normal day-to-day life?
I can do that at Dave & Buster's, and I can drink alcohol.
You can drink alcohol at Chuck E. Cheese? Look, they know right off the get-go. Alright, look, no fucking parent wants to be here without drinking alcohol, because, who the fuck wants to be at a goddamn not Dave & Buster's, sorry, what's the other one? Chuck E. Cheese without getting drunk. There's only so many stupid rat songs you can hear before you need to drink. Which is the reason why I am drinking this alcoholic beverage. Oh, yeah. As Psycho Stick once said, beer is good, beer is good, beer is good, and stuff.
Alright.
You sound like a man who... You sound like you can't relate.
Well, I like beer, but it's not that good.
Man. Alright, so we're gonna once you get back here, we're gonna do two things. Number one, take you to the States, kidnap a kid to take you to Chuck E. Cheese. Then I'm gonna give you some man training. You need to enjoy your alcoholic beverage. And whiskey is a retarded drink.
I enjoy tequila.
Tequila is also a retarded drink. If you're gonna drink... What?
Shoe high.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
You drink screwdrivers. That's literally orange juice and vodka.
Well, if it's 90% vodka and only a little bit percent, what's it called? Still, that drink is like 80% alcohol.
And how about that Cassis?
That's because the mommy in that bar don't want me drinking anything else. She pretty much straight up said that.
Really?
Yeah, she just enjoys me drinking Cassis. Or watching me drink Cassis.
Alright. I guess I can't argue with that.
What can I say? I love my mommy. My mom is actually jealous of mommy because,
Oh,
yeah, because I like my new mommy more than my old mommy. She's actually
your ass when she gets back.
she's actually pretty mad about that. You never come and visit me. You're in another island. You're in another continent.
You're literally on the other side of the world.
I'm not gonna go and fly over there just to fucking hang out with you. Last time I did that, it cost me $1,400 or no, $2,800. Fuck that, man. Oh, but it could have only cost me $1,400. I can't forget about that part.
That was your first time back in the States in like 10 years at that point, right?
8.
8? No, yeah.
No, 5. Because I went to Alabama when I was 18.
Ah, okay.
And found out I really didn't want to be in fucking Alabama. Oh, that was awful.
Alabama can't be that bad.
You have no fucking idea.
Well, maybe
bruh,
story for another
every
day.
night I went to sleep. Up the street, I could hear gunshots.
Yeah, but
I'm
no one's
not
gonna
talking
mess with
bang,
Grandma
bang, and that's it. I'm talking bang, 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 over and over again.
No one's gonna mess with Grandmama and Granddaddy.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that close. It was just far away that you could hear people were getting shot at.
So a normal day in LA. Or Chicago.
Actually, I think I remember reading Birmingham was worse than Chicago.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's not.
I know Alabama has like 4 cities in the top 15 most drug addicted cities.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my old man was sitting on the couch telling me and my mama that he was like, you know, I just read an article that said, was it out of the top 15 cities, 15 of them are in Alabama, and Tuscaloosa is number 11. Oh, okay. What, you guys aren't surprised by that? Dad, we'd be more surprised if you told us that we didn't have Tuscaloosa in there. That's how bad that city is.
Oof.
And honestly, talking to my old man, it's kind of like, every time I talk to him, I get No Country for Old Men vibes from him.
Oh, about Tuscaloosa?
Yeah. Because, like, he'll swear up and down, Alabama's not that bad, it was never like this, I don't know what the fuck happened. And then, you know, I'll hear 100 more stories not 5 seconds later. Yeah, so me and Jimmy and Cousin Pete and Cousin Tommy and brother sister, or, brother cousin, we're hanging out in Green, in, I forget, West End one time, right? And we got shot at. What happened? I thought he told me that wasn't that bad.
Oh, we have a person, in the chat.
Which one?
YouTube.
Oh, hey, Pochi. Konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
But, man, I miss those days. I miss talking to my old man sometimes. But, what are we talking about?
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know, he'll tell me how safe it was compared to now, and, you know. Then he'll tell me another story where they went to a bad neighborhood in Holt and got shot at.
Well, dang.
I love you, Daddy, but I'm starting to think you're telling fibs.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, when you lived in that place, it didn't seem like it was that bad because it was the norm.
Yeah.
And then whenever you bring it up to, you know, like your son or an outsider who never lived in the area, and you're saying like, oh, it was never like this, and then you say stories like that, it's just like, What happened from point A to point B?
Oh, it was never that bad. Yeah, it apparently was, Dad. It was pretty freaking bad that you felt the need to tell me all these stories.
Told me it was basically just, living in a war.
Dad, the way you describe this place to me, I feel like you should be singing Pistol Grip Pump every time you talk to me. I was raised in the hood, come what's the diff?
One of these days, if we're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese, you're gonna show me Alabama.
No. I am never going back to that cesspool ever again. I don't even think there is a Chuck E. Cheese in Alabama.
There might be.
Oh, when I went to Chuck E. Cheese, it wasn't in fucking Alabama.
Was it in?
It was in North Carolina.
North Carolina? When did you go to North Carolina?
Last time I went to Alabama.
I thought you only went
Wait,
to
no, sorry. When I was 15. No, I never went to Louisiana.
What was Old Smoky? Is that well, no, that's Tennessee.
That's Tennessee. That was the last time I went to Alabama.
Yeah.
But the Smoky Mountains, you mean?
Chuck E. Cheese, Alabama.
Come on, there's no point in looking it up. I'm not taking you to Alabama. You wouldn't be able to live my life in Alabama.
They have 2 in Birmingham, 1 in Huntsville.
We are not going to Birmingham just so you can go to a Chuck E. Cheese where you can go to the fucking goddamn Camp Lejeune and just go to the one up there.
Go to Sheffield.
I don't even know where the hell a Sheffield is.
Oh, we can go to Tuscaloosa.
No!
How about Montgomery?
Hell no!
How about Dothan?
I don't even know. Now you're just making up names.
These are all locations, and they're all closed right now because I don't know what time it is in Alabama.
Well, probably because it's ass crack at dawn, and they probably just got robbed last night.
Come on, man. Let's go to Tuscaloosa.
No, we're not going to Tuscaloosa.
Fine, I'll compromise. We'll go to Birmingham.
No. That's the worst of them all.
Well, then I might as well get the whole experience. Shit.
Like, I almost would rather take you to Bessemer. At least I don't know how much of a hellhole that is.
Fine, we won't go to Alabama. Yet. We'll go one day.
No. What? Alright, let me rephrase that. You can go one day. I'm not.
Come on, man. It'll be fun. It'll be an experience for us both.
Oh, hell yeah. It'll be fun when, we got a goddamn bullet hole in our head. We'll be the only people in the world that can say they have 2 assholes.
We'll stay out of Alabama. We'll stay on the border along Georgia and Alabama. At least we'll be in Georgia.
I actually don't know much about Georgia, so I mean, I guess.
I wouldn't mind visiting Georgia one day.
Why?
I don't know.
There ain't shit in Georgia.
How do we know? That's where high res is.
Alright, well, there's only one thing I would want to see in Georgia.
What is that?
Well, I prefer you not to refer to my friends as, that.
Well, you didn't tell me what was in Georgia, so therefore I didn't know.
2 of my homies.
I know one of
one is Scott Boneball.
Okay, I know that.
And the other was his roommate.
Ah, okay. I got it.
I don't know if that dude has a channel or anything like that, so I don't want to say his real name.
That works. But we can move on to otaku culture. That's a thing. really big in Japan, especially now.
Is it?
I think in like the last 10 years it's grown so much because, you've had Demon Slayer come out, so that's basically gotten everybody in Japan into collecting Demon Slayer goods and stuff, and then you have a bunch of different things. Like, I know one big one that came out recently is Chainsaw Man. I know a lot of people enjoy that.
Yeah, because from what I've seen, that's just non-stop edginess.
It's the edginess that we all desired when we were younger.
Yeah.
It's like, I wish I could be as edgy as Chainsaw Man.
I know, what's the name of it? Polka ended up writing on her biography, just repeatedly wrote, "Watch Chainsaw Man, watch Chainsaw Man, watch Chainsaw Man."
Was that a series of light novels?
I think it was just a manga.
Sure. I thought there was another anime that gets really popular. It was based off light novels, but I can't remember which one.
I mean, that's a lot of anime. Fun fact: Battle Royale was a book before it became a manga.
Yep. I know that.
It's actually one of my favorite books.
I remember you let me borrow it, and then I took it to school one day, and the teacher was like, "You do realize there's a gun in between the two people, right?" I'm like, "Really?" I was like, "Oh. Wow.
Oh, really? This book about fucking killing, class killing each other has a gun in the book? What a fucking shock!"
On the cover, because it has, the two main characters, and like their outlines make like an AK or something like that.
Yeah. Alright, fine. Let's put it like this. Oh shit, you mean to tell me Playboy has a half-naked chick on the cover? What a shock. But before we continue, let me take a leak. Holy God, I'll be back. Start entertaining these people.
I think the last anime that I enjoyed Demon Slayer a lot. I will say that. It was really good for what it was. Like, I'm just surprised at how popular it got, but after watching it, I can tell why that people got really into it. And the movie came out, and that was really great too. But after a little bit, it just kind of, I guess, bored of it. I watched it, I enjoyed it. I gotta read it now. But I watched the movie, and I really enjoyed those two. But once you watch it once, I've always been like, watch it once, don't watch it again. Like a series. Then one thing that I do want to watch is I want to watch Baki and JoJo. I think I'm a little behind on JoJo right now. Well, not a little. I'm hella behind on JoJo. But I'd like to start watching it.
What?
I was talking about how I want to start reading and watching JoJo.
Alright, go for it.
And looks really cool, so my thing is, would it live up to the hype that it's got?
Yes. Don't even joke like that, Kodai. How the fuck?
You get?
I got to season 4. What's the name of it? Not Stardust Crusaders. Diamond is Unbreakable. Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
And it is. Have not watched it.
That's good. That's probably gonna be the next on my watch list. Is JoJo.
Yeah, go for it. If you don't enjoy that, number one, I'm gonna have to take your man card. Number two, I will probably have to quit being friends with you.
Yeah.
You need a certain amount of testosterone to be my friend, and you obviously won't meet those requirements.
But I'm trying to think what other.
If you came up to me and said, you don't enjoy Fist of the North Star, same thing.
Which is got you into Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that you won't say it.
Why would I say it if I'm the one who got you into it?
You could grow out of it. Maybe you're just like, man, damn, all that violence is just too much for me. It's just too much. To which I will shoot you.
Baki looks really good. It looks really... All the things I've seen of it have always been like comedic clips, but I don't think it's going to be like a... I know it's more of a drama. A comedy, yeah?
I wouldn't go with that. It's just straight up action. Like, there's never been a point in Baki where I'm like, oh no, is Baki gonna make it out of this alive? It's like, yeah, no shit he is.
Think of that.
Like, he is just too goddamn OP.
That's what I like about Ashton. Was it Ashton Joe? How, like, it ended with him dying?
Yeah. I've heard Kengan Ashura actually ends like that, too.
I kind of had a feeling.
Well, you'd think he's dead, but turns out he just decided, fuck this, and leaves.
For a minute there, you think he's dead.
Yeah. He just disappears for a while, and he comes back in Kengan Omega.
He becomes a teacher, right? Or like he's training people to fight in the company wars, I suppose is what you can call it.
I don't know. Never actually got that far yet. I just know about the ending somewhat.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but
mainly because I wanted to know if my boy lives. Fucking Seki Bayashi.
The wrestler.
Hell yeah. The one that's modeled after Jun Kasai and what's the name? Sekimoto, Jagi Nuwazawa, and Okabayashi.
Just modeled after everything.
It's just modeled after wrestlers I would have never thought they would have modeled any character off of. That's why I love them.
Yeah, but in Japan, I mean, I guess it's like that in the States too. You have fans that are like obsessed with certain things, and then they collect everything from it. But in Japan, we have Akihabara, which is basically it's the anime capital of the world. And I guess that's basically from everyone I've talked to, like that's the one place in Japan they all want to go because they want to be able to, get collectibles and stuff like that.
Oh, never mind.
And
well, this took a different turn.
What turn did you think he was going to take?
Well, I thought it was going to go the dick sucker route, like I said.
There's other parts of Tokyo for that.
And we're going to go visit it.
But, like, actually, going into that topic, I actually didn't think of much else for, otaku culture.
I can't stand that crap. Alright, and let me give an explanation why, despite, the kind of interest we got. So, me and Kodai, we went to Hiroshima one day, right? And there was a store called Yellow Submarine. Like, anything nerdy you could think of, they sell it here. Like, they had, like, board games and stuff. I never thought I'd see that in Japan.
Really, like, old-ass, like, card games. Like,
yeah.
Tabletop card games.
Yeah, like, they sold a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Magic was in there. And, one day, they were having some sort of card tournament. Just so I don't say card tournament over and over again, we'll just call it Magic. Or Magic together. Fucking Magic. We'll go with that. Alright. One day they were having a tournament when we decided to go and hang out there. And the second I fucking walked in, there was like 10, 20 guys in there all crowded around the table. But the second you walk into that store, it just smelled horrible. Like, it smelled like what I can only describe as cigarettes and masturbation. Yeah. It did not smell good. Fucking... And Kodai was trying to defend these nerds.
It was the dead of summer, too.
No, you was like, well, no, it's just my skin cream. No, it's not your fucking skin cream, Kodai. These fuckers masturbated and then decided to take a shower. And decided to not take a shower. And on top of that, they probably smoked 85,000 cigarettes on the way to the goddamn store, because smoking is an Olympic sport in Japan.
Yeah, it's one of the countries that you'll just see businessmen chain smoking outside the convenience stores all hours of the day.
There'll be some stores, I remember some office I went to. I think it was like a, what's it called? It was like a mechanic shop or something. Mm-hmm. Fucking, they had a big ass ashtray in there. And there was a pile of butts right on the fucking top. Right, piling up in there. Like, if I didn't realize I was in Japan, I would have thought that someone felt the need to, smoke a bunch of cigarettes and decide not to, what's that word, throw the ashes out for 85 days. Yeah. Nope. Apparently they do it at the end of every day.
Or even like the middle of the day. They'll literally spend their entire lunch outside just smoking.
Yeah.
Like I was visiting, what's it called, a family friend one day in our hometown, and went outside the shop, and literally the entire time I was there for about an hour, all the workers outside just smoking. One person inside working, everyone else just smoking. I was sitting there talking, and I'm just like, I've been here for a while now. And I look at my clock, an hour's gotten by. It's just like, Jesus Christ, how many fucking cigarettes do you need to smoke? So I guess that's one of the bigger problems in Japan is just the smoking in general. It's insane. Like, anywhere you walk in Japan, you will find at least one cigarette butt. Guaranteed.
I remember one time... Oh, good.
Most places do a good job at cleaning, but, there's still a few that you just, they're, like, in between the sidewalk and, like, the piece of cement blocking you from walking off the sidewalk. It's like where the guardrails are. There's always cigarette butts just in that little crevice, I suppose is what you can call it. But you were saying?
Man, I remember one time, us two, we'll call him Jay, and we'll call her Funny Farm. All four of us were supposed to hang out, right? But I didn't have any money on me, so I decided to change some dollars into yen. Uh-huh. Went to the fucking, what was it? The bank to change it over. He takes my... First of all, I had to wait an hour just to get my goddamn money for them to even see me, right? Uh-huh. And then he was like, what was it? Alright, he takes my money. Alright, give us about 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, cool. Sit back down. 20 minutes passes. Man, what the fuck is taking him so long? He was outside smoking a fucking cigarette. Man, it ain't the end of your fucking shift. You better goddamn get back in here and fucking give me my 1,000 yen and call it a day.
Yeah, but the thing you never see in Japan is, like, cartons. Well, I haven't seen them yet. Like,
cartons? No, I've seen them. My parents used to buy cartons.
Do they buy them from convenience stores or, like, other stores?
Both. You just gotta ask, hey, yo, give us a carton.
Oh. I thought they had it on display usually.
Nah.
Yeah, well, that's interesting, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, why do you care? You don't buy cartons of cigarettes.
That's true. But, yeah, whenever we walked in that store, it was something else. And then, ever since then, when we would walk into that store, it's like the first memory that pops into my head.
Oh,
Just,
cigarettes and masturbation?
yeah, just Sydney screaming, it smells like cigarettes and masturbation. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, nah, man, it's my cream. Because
Over and over again.
I had cream that actually smelled like an ashtray because it was like tar of some kind of plant, and it helped with my eczema. And it smelled like an ashtray, so I thought it was me. Genuinely, I thought it was me. Because I was like, I smell myself. So maybe that's what he's smelling is my lotion. No.
No. Because the second you walk out of that store, the smell was gone. Soon as you even think about going into that store, immediately, cigarettes and masturbation.
And then most card stores like that, ever since like even up here, whenever I went into one, that's the first thing that comes to my head because that's what it smells like. Because I no longer use that cream. I'm like, holy shit, he was right.
Man.
But it's literally like, I get, I guess people don't like showering every day for some reason.
Well, because that just makes sense, Kodai.
But every time I enter a hobby shop or something, it always smells like tobacco and
use those words. Oh.
And masturbation. It legit, and every time I walk into any store, it doesn't matter the place, that smell is the only thing prevalent. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, do y'all shower?
Obviously fucking not.
Which I suppose is like what people in the States feel whenever they go to conventions, because it literally smells like that.
What? I can't even say that. Fucking conventions smell better. We went to one.
That is true. But that was a Japan convention. That was already it was already clean. No, I'm talking like in the States, even the one I went to fucking stunk. And it literally smells like the dudes in their costumes don't shower. It's just you walk past, it's just like your nose gets fucked by stench. It's just like y'all spent so much time making them costumes that you forgot to shower.
What the fuck is a shower? No.
Shower? I don't shower. I use deodorant.
Yeah. Yo, nothing says clean like spraying myself with 3,000 fucking things of Axe body spray.
But
oh, if you're the kind of cut that does that, go to hell. Hope you suffer a heart attack.
But that's I think the biggest thing. And then it goes deeper into like when you get stateside, you get into like it's not just otaku culture, it's weeb culture. And it's like people who think they're Japanese and try to basically tell you about Japan, and it's mostly bullshit. They'll be like, in Japan you can't do this. And I'm like, well, in Japan they do that.
Well, in Japan, I've lived there.
And then anytime you mention that you lived in Japan, all of a sudden all the fucking questions start coming. Is it really like anime? No, the fuck it's not.
Do you really learn jutsus in the corner?
Do you do hand signs? But I've had people ask me like, is it just like anime? I'm like, why would it be just like anime? It's like, oh no man, it's inspired by it, right? I'm like, just because something is inspired by a country doesn't mean the country is actually like that. And they're like, well, what's it like? And I'm like, have you ever been to a city? Yeah, it's like that.
Except just more awesome.
More awesome because you have overworked workers walking the streets like zombies. It's like living in the Walking Dead.
It's more awesome because you aren't one of those overworked workers.
Yeah, you're just there watching.
You just get to suffer the fruits of their, or you just get to enjoy the roots of their suffering.
But it's just like everyone has the same question. It's always, is it like anime? And then they try to proceed to tell you about the culture when, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm like, you really did learn all about Japan through anime, didn't you? You
Well,
didn't
duh.
do. It's the only way to learn about Japan. But yeah, it's like I think that's the most annoying question I've ever been asked. Is like, is it like anime? Is it like anime?
You should just throw him for a loop. Hell fucking yeah.
It's like you see Gundams flying in Japan. No way. Yeah, if you look, they have one in Yokohama that totally flies.
Just go nuts. Yo, bruh. I'm not supposed to be telling you this, right? But totally a Gundam pilot.
Just have a, oh, that would be a damn good thing because the in Odaiba, they have a it's like a big Gundam store. It's like the biggest Gundam store in Tokyo or something. And they have, I think they actually have like ID card, like card carriers essentially
Yeah.
that you put around your neck. I should just get one. Just act like I'm a Gundam pilot and see if people believe me. It's like you see that unicorn in the see that unicorn Gundam in the main square there? Yeah, I fly that. Because I mean we have two in Japan right now. We have two 1-to-1 skill Gundams. One of them actually walks. I think it, or at least it moves its arms. It's the
I think there's one that, what's it called, like actually crouches down too.
in Odaiba, that's the unicorn one. Every I think hour, it'll turn into like I forgot what the form is called in unicorn.
Banshee. Wait, no, sorry, I forget the name of it. Psycho Frame.
I think Psycho Frame. And it fucking transforms. You see all the lights. It turns pink. Parts of it move and stuff.
Eee.
But it's completely stationary. The one in Yokohama, I think it actually walks. It moves. And I still haven't been able to see it yet because I can't find where the fuck it is.
Why don't you Google it?
Because I keep forgetting to Google it whenever I decide to possibly go, and I'm just like, other things start taking up my mind. I'm just like, oh shit, I was gonna look that up. I'll make my way there one weekend, but.
Are you gonna talk fast?
Huh?
Or sorry, are you gonna walk fast?
Yes.
Are you homebound?
Yes.
Do you miss me?
Depends.
Do you, I forget the rest. If you could walk 1,000 times, I'm probably fucking the lyrics up to hell and back.
I get what you're doing though.
Yeah.
I think everyone else will, maybe.
No. If anybody watching this would probably just say, yeah, you just completely fucked up the words. It's not even close.
But yeah.
Sorry, now I'm thinking about that stupid song.
Apparently they released a little thing like talking about making that song recently.
Oh.
It's like that song's like 20 years old, I think. I don't know why we're now just talking about making it.
And it's a song. Who cares?
There's hundreds of songs like it. This one was just made famous by white chicks.
It's a what's that word? It's another fucking dime a dozen white girl song.
Basically. Hold on. I'll be right back. I have to pee now.
Oh, god damn it.
Now you entertain, bro.
Well, I was about to grab another beer. Look, oh wait, no, I do have another beer. Alright, sweet. Christ subverted. Beer is... Hold up. Ah. That reminds me, we should probably do a special ad break. But I ain't got nothing for it. Ah. Yeah, I wish I could say I'm too drunk to come up with that topic, but that's definitely not true. I'm not even close to drunk. Fuck. So how's it going? Anybody who's listening to the chat, which is probably no one. Yes, talking to the abyss is amazing. I'm just gonna sit here and drink my beer, listen to the radio, and I'm gonna watch Bowser Jr. grow. I really need to figure out who made that animation. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Tired. So, shit. Yeah, I really don't have a whole hell of a lot of experience with the said otaku culture. I'm, mainly because I was kind of broke. Couldn't afford to go and hang out with my fellow dumbass weebs. Man. Trying to think. Fuck, I got no topics.
I have returned.
Good, because I had absolutely nothing.
You just gotta keep going.
Well, what the hell was I gonna talk about? I don't know shit about otaku culture. I've been broke my whole life. Every day was a struggle.
I guess you're a music otaku.
I don't know if they're even called that. But even then, what I'm going to talk about, well, you know, I really love the metal. The metal lives on. Grunge tried to kill the metal. It failed. Something thrown into the ground. See, that doesn't...
PSD.
Yeah, see, that doesn't really work in this situation.
Well, you just gotta make it work. It's amazing if you make it work. But what other thing is there about otaku culture? Just the fact that they don't shower is the biggest fucking problem.
Yeah, well, that's not... I wouldn't count that as an otaku issue.
That's just, I guess, personal hygiene in general.
That's just, I would say, nerds in general. No matter the country.
Yeah.
Basically, here, let's just say it out loud right now. You stupid virgins, go take a goddamn shower.
Go meet people.
I don't even give a fuck if you meet people. Go take a goddamn shower. Number one, unless you're suicidal, you'll live. Number two, man, even you don't want to smell that shit.
That's true. I find it funny that a lot of people who don't, shower complain about other people not showering. It's just like, I think you're complaining about yourself there, bud, because I think you're smelling yourself. That's what all of us are smelling right now.
What was I'm pretty sure there was a study done on it a while back that basically people who don't have good hygiene tend to be more depressed. I think. Don't quote me on it.
I can see
that. Not like it actually does have an effect on their mental health, is what I should be saying.
Yeah, because I mean, whenever you're not showering, you're not taking care of yourself. So that does take a toll on you mentally, because you're not taking care of yourself. on like a basic level.
Yeah, you dumbasses. Take care of yourself.
Because a lot of it's just like, I get depression is like it can be bad, but I mean, a good shower can change someone's mood.
Yeah.
It's just like it's one of those things like people shower to wake up. People just it gives them like that sense of accomplishment. It's like I did something today. It's like even if it's just taking a shower, you still did something. So just kind of think of that like you're doing something to improve yourself, so that in turn could help with your mental health. So it's just.
And I like Oda. I really couldn't give a fuck about these people's mental health. I just want them to go take a goddamn shower.
Just clean yourself.
You smell like cigarettes and masturbation. That's a little bit too raunchy of a smell. No one wants to smell
it. Maybe one day they'll not smell like that. Maybe.
Yeah, when they're dead, they'll actually smell better. Yeah, that should never be a thing. No one should ever be able to say, man, damn, he actually kind of smelled better since he died.
Yeah. But that's about all I have right now. Like, honestly, I don't know how to push this out.
Well, we still got hour. Well, we just need about, let's just say, another 10 minutes. Let's see.
10 minutes.
Here, I got an idea. I'm gonna press refresh on the page I am looking at. And then I'm just gonna scroll down until I see something good. Yeah, fucker, why haven't you played Pathologic 2 yet?
Pathologic 2?
Pathologic.
Huh.
Why haven't you played it yet, Coda?
I didn't even know that was a game.
That didn't even know Pathologic 1 was a game.
Well, now we know, I suppose.
Yeah, good topic. Alright, moving on.
Let's see.
Wait, hold up. Whoa. They made a new Yordle character for League?
Maybe.
Ow. Hold up. Well, that's... No, never mind. That's kind of, I'm sorry. Sorry, I found this response to be oddly humorous. But, alright, so, I'm trying to look up this character, but I can't find anything on it. But, oh wait, no, there it is. Well, I'm guessing she's a joke if, no one's saying anything about it. But, shit, sorry. So, it's been over Lulu came out and, no. Lulu came out March 2012. It's been over 9 years since we got a new female Yordle. How does Fee feel about Vex? Who I'm assuming this is Vex. Someone just writes, Vex? More like sex, LMAO. I don't know why the childishness of that makes me laugh.
Takes us back to, like, 7th grade humor.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of jokes we would make. We
Most
still
likely
make those jokes.
I make more highbrow humor. Look, I watch, what's that word? I watch some good, high quality entertainment. Look, I got sophisticated tastes over here. Yeah, I watch this shit out of, The Bonfire and Legion of Skanks.
Alright.
Look, what? If you don't like those shows, you're an idiot.
Eh. I haven't listened to Bonfire, honestly. I enjoy Legion
What?
of Skanks. I enjoy Legion
Why?
of Skanks. So.
Bro, what the fuck? What's wrong with you?
I just like Legion of Skanks. Ugh.
Yeah, but you should like the Bonfire. Actually, Bonfire, I would argue is better.
Really?
I feel that the camaraderie is a little bit better in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, the camaraderie between Jay, Dave Smith, and the other one, Lewis, is pretty good too, but not as good as Jay and Dan Soder. But even what's his name? Jay likes Bonfire more than Legion of Skanks.
Really?
When he took the lie detector test, so if I remember correctly, I forget exactly how it played out, but they asked him, "Do you like the Bonfire more than you like doing Legion of Skanks?" He answered no. The test came back as he was lying.
Oh wow. Wonder how
But-
everyone took that.
Oh, they were just making fun of him. Well, apparently he hates us compared to Dan Soder.
Were him and Dan Soder friends longer?
I don't think so. But I think they were, since Bonfire is like 4 or 5 days out of the week compared to Legion of Skanks, which,
It's once a week.
yeah, well, they got the, what's it called? The, new shows now, too.
And Lewis has his own podcast.
Yeah, Lewis has his own podcast. Dave Smith has his own podcast. Well, they all got their own podcasts. Even
They all
Jay
part
has
of
one.
Gas Digital?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Even,
All under the same umbrella. It's just...
yeah. Well, I mean, that's, Lewis's company.
Ah, okay. I thought it was Jay's company for some reason.
Nah. If I remember correctly, that's, Lewis's company that he pretty much built from the ground up.
That's cool.
Which is the reason why I kind of have to admire, Lewis. He's one of the guys I have to admire because, he built his own company. Well,
Yeah.
his own successful company.
And it's still going strong, which is
Yeah.
a really good sign.
And I think they're still trying to expand, too. Shit, they even brought the Bonfire over there for a good minute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was, their contract with, what's the name of that company? Sirius ended up getting expired. So they brought, they decided to do the Orphan tapes over on, Gas Digital. Which is just Dan Soder and, what's the name? Jay shooting the shit.
That's something I wonder. Is satellite radio still a thing?
Yeah.
Because I just haven't heard anything about it. But then again, Japan, I don't think has satellite radio.
I don't know. I don't listen to Japanese radio.
I don't either. I'm just trying to think if we have satellite radio.
I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
I don't even think America has satellite radio anymore.
But I still don't understand what satellite radio is. Is it supposed to be better than normal radio?
Yeah. Yeah, the way I understood it, for a while they were actually had less restrictions than normal radio. And then the FCC came along and fucked it up like normal.
They did their job, ruining the fun.
That's one of the things that they talk about a lot on Opie and Anthony. Basically, every episode was blah, blah, blah. Then the FCC did this, that, and the other. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, we got a phone call. We gotta fucking bring this podcast, radio show to a grinding halt. Or fucking, I talk shit about Opie and Anthony all the time, but I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck Opie for bringing the show to a grinding halt. Grinding halt, sorry. Fuck Jim Norton for mainly Chip Chipperson, because that I fucking hate that character with a goddamn passion. And fuck Opie, Anthony for basically ruining that show by getting fired.
Oh.
Yeah, he got fired for making racially charged comments after he got attacked by a black woman. Allegedly. Yeah. Or just.
I just think of Letterkenny.
Yeah, that's why I started saying that. I started laughing.
He fucked an ostrich? Allegedly.
Yeah. The ginger? Wasn't he the guy that fucked an ostrich?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. No, he had to get help for. How does one man fuck an ostrich?
It's like it's a 2-man job.
I forget what the name of the other guy was.
It's been a minute. Actually, I haven't seen Letterkenny since I came down to visit.
I specifically got Hulu so I could watch Letterkenny.
That's a show that I was like pleasantly surprised with, like how good it is. Like the wordplay is just great.
Yeah, I was expecting it to suck ass.
Yeah, like watching the first episode, I was kind of expecting it to suck. Then I watched it, I'm just like, this shit's hilarious.
No, it's just because I don't trust yours or Muhammad's taste in movies or TV shows. One, Muhammad is admitted bottom feeder. And I'm pretty sure that I'm trying to think of the one time I need an example of you told me to watch something that there's no way in hell I wouldn't dislike it. It ended up being one of my most despised things, but of course this is the one time I can't think of any example.
So, to everyone else, my record still stands.
Well, wait until you fuck up. Well, you know what, Eric, we'll go with this. You told me Saints Row 4 was good. Actually, no, that's something we should have talked about earlier. So, you fucking said, what was the name of it? You really wanted to... Oh, wait, when we were first watching the, that very first Saints Row reboot commercial, right?
Uh-huh.
I saw it and it was like, oh my god, what the fuck did they do the whole time? Why the hell would anyone ever buy this? Even then, you was like, well, I'll still buy it and see how it is. The very next commercial, we were 1 minute in. Your tune immediately changed.
Yeah. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but then that second commercial was like, alright, I can't give you the benefit of the doubt anymore.
Kodai, how do you give it the benefit of the doubt?
I'm just hopelessly optimistic.
Alright, you know what, Eric, new scenario. Let's just say they're like, you know what, we're gonna put out, Studio Ghibli comes out, we're gonna put out the long-awaited sequel, Spirited Away 2. And immediately they just go on screen and do unspeakable horrors to Chihiro. What would you do then?
Well, I already bought a ticket.
Even though tickets aren't even out and it's just a trailer?
I bought mental tickets. That's one thing I've noticed, that there is no sequel that I know of to any Studio Ghibli movie. They're all like standalones.
No, there is.
There is?
Yeah. There's The Cat Returns.
Ah, I forgot about The Cat Returns.
Yeah, you should have, because that movie sucked.
Yeah, I didn't.
My
watch
mama
very much of it.
loves pretty much every single Ghibli movie, and even she was like, "This one's..." Well, she even records it when it's on the like the Friday night movies. That was the one time I ever seen her actually delete a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh wow.
She hated that movie with a passion.
Did she like House on Poppy Hill?
Yeah, that was actually one of her favorite ones.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, "No, you just don't understand it. You're too young." Bitch! Goro Miyazaki is probably in this... Maybe, actually, I don't know how old Goro Miyazaki is.
He's like in his 40s, I think, now.
What? He's still younger than you, Mom?
But his soul is old like his dad.
Well, I'm looking this up. Goro Miyazaki. Oh, wait, no, never mind. He is, only a few years younger than my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's, 54.
Oh, wow.
But damn it, that movie was awful. I would, I'm trying to think of other things I'd rather do. What is a universally hated movie? Or a critically hated movie?
Like, by critics?
Yeah.
The Room?
No, the critics actually think that's a good comedy. You know, here, Bad Boys 2. I would rather watch Bad Boys 2. At least that movie was fun. And let's be fair, you can't really go wrong with Martin Lawrence and,
No, their chemistry is unbelievable.
I forget the other guy's name now.
Will Smith?
Will Smith.
Yeah, their chemistry is phenomenal.
I was about to call him Black Guy too. Yeah, as you can see, I kind of quit giving a damn about getting thrown off. We'll start fresh elsewhere.
Yeah, it's always an option. But I'm trying to think of other things.
Why, we went past the 10-minute mark.
Oh, okay. Well, then I got nothing else to really think about.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Alright, let's go quits.
We'll end it on that note.
Alright. Oh, wait, that reminds me. Before I forget. Alright, last time we talked about that. The, story that was, what do we call it? The Legend of the Wrestler Sydney. I will give an exact date on when I'm gonna do that one. Okay. Just give me 5 seconds to find that exact date. So, with these stories, I always like to, with, like, the ones where, like, I might still know the person, I want to, give it, like, a good year before I actually tell it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, find the, excuse me. Oh, crap, I screwed up. Alright, well, apparently I accidentally put up the wrong link on, Twitter. I ended up putting up a link to the World of Golden Eggs! that explains why we got no viewers this time! Crap! Alright, I screwed up!
Whatever. We got next week.
I'm just gonna delete that. That never happened. But, give me 1 second. Alright, what was this? Alright, here we go. So, we'll just say a year from July 18th.
Alright.
So, we'll do it on July 24th, 2022.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright.
Mark your calendars.
It's gonna be great.
But next week we'll come back with a better list of topics because we barely touched upon the three, and if we did, it's like for 5 minutes. So next time we'll have better topics.
Hopefully.
So on that note, this concludes episode 5.
Yep. Alright,
The
we'll see you
YouTube
guys.
link says episode 4.
Well, I think that it should be changing. I updated the restream to say the proper name.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll see y'all next week then.
Peace.